The masculine god of passive longing is riding the head of a flower. He fits an arrow into the corner of his bow and draws back his right fist to his ear. 27 August 2009, last days of 40. With the 5th decade of the cantos about to begin, I must find a way to trick my grief. I must find a way to trick my grief, to outstrip it, or dodge it as one dodges a cop. For is this done by wreathing myself 7 times round with elegant quickness? I call my first witness. Now how do you know the defendant, sir? But before the witness can answer, I receive a transmission from on high. It says, "You are sitting on a pillow corner, you don't even know it hurts. You take it away, and the relief is strange. You didn't even know you were hurt. You try to get something out of your pocket. You get disgusted and pull off your glove. How is it the glove was getting in the way, yet it was completely getting in the way? These things tell you all you need to know about how it will be when you die. That day, you don't just pull off the glove, you pull off the hand itself. That day, you finally see how all the earth was just like that pillow corner, the couch, your bed, your softest clothes, and even your flesh itself. Madrid says it's true. That's why we're right to cut corners. We'll cut so many corners, the thing becomes a spear. A turning spear whose reptile scales draw a rotating night sky on the floor. Hey, high-ranking God, unjustly demoted at the recent most change of cards. You who beat stars from Arabic jacket iron, take command of my battering radius. For these unmanned flights to Mars will never turn up the least down of water. For how can anyone turn up the water without first laying hands on the spigot? The bigotry of these ineducable children is like the magnetosphere of the sun. Gaseous giants patrol the darkness under sway of that mysterious force. The prime numbers, too, are subject to gravity. They, too, have a galactic center, that pulsing zero, indivisible, with nullity and emptiness for all. The doll I had as a child was nothing if not anatomically correct. When I looked in its pants, the feeling I had was indescribable revulsion. Barbie, don't trust that Ken. He may be good with shapes and colors, but insofar as you let him drive the car, that's how far you drive up the tree. In due time, we shall see for ourselves who is prophet and who is fool. We'll see who has to cut the books to show a return on owner's equity. So send me up the wrong side of Moth's Eyebrow Mountain. Set me down in a sinking place where I'll need all this equipment I don't even know how to use to make it up the first ice wall. And now Madrid is wearing a spacesuit. He forged it in this poem's first couplet, and now he is splashing around in shattered glass with a family of sexy robots. My brothers, we have left the world to be saved by persons unfit to live in it. The depressed will never save the world, for they unconsciously long to be rid of it. The constitutionally depressed are in the grip of an axe-grinding saturnine arrogance. They can only detect intelligence in that which conduces to the zero sum. No wonder they love their Sun Tzu, that much-translated Taoist war manual, the world's only instruction book on how to be passive-aggressive. O ye of little tact, How you long to hear confessions. You want to go on national television and dish out the advice. My brothers, we are different. We respect our materials. When issuing a traveler's advisory, the last thing we want to see is tears. We must wrest the world from the depressed, from those who put stock in repentance. They cannot see how repentance is merely a piece of sacred theater. Trembling, pedantic, they step up to the plate and solemnly take a vow. They think dreamland starts now, for I have a piece of paper. Mama didn't love me, don't matter no more, for I have a piece of paper. And hand in hand, out of Eden they take their slow and solitary way. Wake up, Homer. Come on, Homer, rise and shine. For the human botch cannot grow a new head, nor should this be asked of him. The cracked ego cannot be patched. It is too late for the individual. In China, we say 3 Buddhas, 2 sticks of incense. It means none for you. Fuck Buddha, I'm Buddha, nobody's Buddha, quit talking about Buddha. You can't intimidate me with your Tonka toy halo. You can't intimidate me with your kneeling animals, your journey, your treasure words, for I am just returned from beyond the endurable limits of human wisdom. I walked on the bottom of a swimming pool, saw giraffes hide patterns of light, saw for myself what the light spelled out, and here is what I am. That gravity is not love, no, nor explosiveness of strife. Let me not to the marriage of true minds admit Empedocles. That mirrors are for seeing round corners. They are not for looking straight on. That's why whoever looks into a mirror sees something other than a face. And that you are all sampaku, for you buy into all that sex talk, body parts, hunting body parts, and then you're shocked it's not enough. You should walk a pool bottom. David Hockney has painted this. You'll shuck all that Buddha talk, you'll send up little bumbles. And perhaps you'll shed a tear for your babbling younger self. Don't be afraid to cry, for crying replenishes the pool, and indeed the Maitreya Buddha Mardud has no quarrel with sentimental tears. He says the harm only comes in when we try to defend them.